Alright, so BLORD, if like say you don't know say I did for China, BLORD, it seems you don't know that I'm in China. So as I was coming back, I see one advert where you do now about iPhone XR that had been modified to iPhone 17 Pro. Now, the question is, what do you even know about the phone? I will give you a full breakdown of that phone and the price. Because I see you say now 450,000. You want extort. Why? Why? But anyways, I'll give you, see, you did here. I'll give them breakdown now. But let's listen to your advert.
Hey guys, so this BLORD. This phone's just arrived now. Brand new SR. Brand new iPhone XR that was modified to 17 Pro. This is 128 GB iPhone XR that was modified.
Okay, so before I continue, before I come to VeryDarkMan, let me address this particular issue before I forget. These phones are not brand new, right? These phones are not brand new. These phones are used. These phones are refurbished. Let's continue.
Modified to 17 Pro. We have 3 different colors, so let me unbox it. It comes sealed. It comes sealed in carton with charger. It comes with a charger. Bro, look at it. Look at this shit. They even seal the back, bro. Jesus Christ. So it has 3 colors. This phone can do airdrop. It does everything. Just that saying an SR today inside. For inside 17 Pro, but that's the only thing. And it's selling for 450k.
I don't think what VeryDarkMan is doing is right. That is actually my own opinion, right? So I'm going to state reasons why I feel this is not correct. Because, I mean, the market is very big and just anybody can decide how much they want to sell their products or how much they want to charge for their services. And you don't necessarily have to drag the other person in order to say that your own is cheaper. It would be good and fine if VeryDarkMan said, okay, this is how much I am selling, or this is how much my plug is selling the refurbished iPhone XR that is using the iPhone 17 Pro body. Okay, and there will be nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to cite an example. We have lots of luxury brands out there. We have Tommy Hilfiger, we have Louis Vuitton, we have Chanel, we have Gucci, we have lots of them. And to think of it, that some of these products, if you go to China, right, I think there is a time that Chinese came out and they said they produce most of these products, right, most of these luxury products. They produce them, and all these luxury brands do is just to label it, right, just to tag their labels on it and sell it at premium, and people buy without complaining because, I mean, they can afford it, right? But another brand coming to say, okay, this what Gucci is selling is Gucci is trying to extort in all those stuff, right? That is where it spoils everything. So you don't have to drag the other person to prove a point that, I mean, your own is cheaper. You can just say, okay, this is how I am selling mine, and you don't necessarily, except maybe they had some form of personal vendetta. But if they had no problem, it's not right. Like, it is not right. Yes, lots of people are saying that BLORD is extorting Nigerians by selling the phone for 450,000 naira, which is more like almost 2x, because it's almost 2x. 280,000 naira, which is the price VeryDarkMan is advertising, multiplied by 2 is 560, and BLORD selling for 400, it's just about 110,000 naira difference from being 2x the price VeryDarkMan is advertising. So in my own opinion, this is not right. You don't need to agree with me. If you can call it extortion, right? You don't need to agree with me, but this is not right. So now let's go back to BLORD saying that these phones are brand new. I want you to understand something. Apple released iPhone XR back in the year 2018, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been 7 years already, right? And I want to inform you that even iPhone 15 series, all the iPhone 15 series, there's no brand new iPhone 15 series. And in fact, if you happen to come across any 15 series which is brand new, you cannot find non-active brand new 15 series. What I mean by non-active is an iPhone that has not been activated, right? So every single 15 series, since Apple have stopped the production of it, you cannot find brand new again. And if you find anyone that is brand new, I mean, everything is new, just know that this one must have been activated before now, right? So if you cannot find iPhone 15 brand new, you cannot find 14, you cannot find 11, you cannot find 13 series, you can't find 12. And what makes you think that you can find iPhone XR in large quantity in 2025? So these phones are simply refurbished phones. Now, I made a post on Facebook trying to, talk down on people that are actually going for iPhone XR in iPhone 17 Pro body. I'm like, it's a fake life. Why would you, just because you want to prove a point? I came across a post by Kukopi saying that most people prefer proving a point, like trying to show people how rich they are rather than using that same energy to actually become rich. That is the situation of most Nigerians, right? So instead of maybe just using, let's say for instance, a couple of people actually did order the iPhone XR in iPhone 17 Pro body at 450,000 naira. A lot of people have gotten the phone, a lot of people have ordered, a lot of people have gotten theirs already, right? And to think of it, we have a lot of better iPhone series like the 12, like the 11, and lots more that you can get at almost 450,000 naira or maybe less. Let's say the iPhone 11 is less than 450,000 naira. And because you want people to feel like you are using 17 Pro, then you had to go and buy iPhone XR in 17 Pro body. That is crazy, right? So I was sort of blaming this set of human beings, and then I came across a post that changed my mind about blaming people in this situation, right? The fact that I'm not doing it does not mean that I'm not kind of using something that is maybe a lower version. I don't know if that's actually the right word, where we already have the original. That is why in most cases I hate branded clothes. Like, I hate it, right? Because why would I be advertising, or why would I be putting on maybe Louis Vuitton that is not original, right? Even if it might come from the same people producing it to Louis Vuitton. But I don't think I want to put on that just to show people that I am wearing, or for any reason, right? But there are some people that they will buy maybe fake human hair, they will buy fake wristwatch, fake Apple watches. I hate it. I will never buy a fake Apple watch, but there are lots of people that do go for it, and I think we don't blame them, right? Well, all of a sudden we're all blaming people that are going, even myself, that are going for the fake or the refurbished, or call it the repackaged iPhone XR in iPhone 17 Pro body. So I feel at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy, right? If you feel like, okay, I just want people to feel like, or maybe some people, right? Context really matters, because some people might literally get the iPhone XR not because they want to show off, but because they just love the design of the iPhone 17 Pro, right? So sometimes it's cool if we try and see something in other perspective rather than being so, and sometimes we might literally not really see, except maybe we hear from other people's angle or point of view, right? So at the end of the day, just know that there is no iPhone, right? There is no iPhone that was made like, okay, let's say from iPhone 15. Let's say we might have iPhone 16, probably Apple is still in production of iPhone 16 series, right, at the time of recording this video. But from iPhone 15 downward, there is no brand new, right? So you are going to see that Chinese are actually going to be producing thousands, if not up to millions, of the iPhone XR in iPhone 17 Pro. Where are they getting the phone? So these phones are literally refurbished phones, except maybe there is a way they can now build Apple products into the Apple ecosystem. And that reminds me of me getting iPhone 14 Pro Max. I think that was in late 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That phone was not 2020, I think it was last year. That phone was a total mess. That was when I got to realize that we have cloned iPhones. It's crazy. Clone iPhones that uses the Apple ecosystem, because before now we were like, Apple ecosystem is not open source where people can build devices into the ecosystem. But that was back then, not currently, because these things are possible. So might be most of these phones are either cloned or refurbished. These phones are not brand new, like brand new that was made by Apple, right? I don't care whatsoever you believe. I don't care whatsoever proof you have. But iPhone XR that was made since in the year 2018, I don't think you can find any brand new in 2025, which is after 7 years. And this is really going to affect the sales of iPhone 17 Pro. Really, it's going to affect the value. It's going to affect, because I mean, now every Tom and Dick can just go get XR in iPhone 17 Pro body, and then, because sometimes people they are not really interested in maybe upgrading their phones, or maybe going for too expensive phones. They are just after the looks, and I mean, feeling among that, this is what I'm currently using, so that people will be like, this person is rich. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about what VeryDarkMan did, what BLORD. Do you really think that what BLORD did is really an extortion, or do you see it as being a first mover advantage, like the first person that maybe in Nigeria, or the first few set of people that have been able to discover that there is such a device like this, I mean an XR in iPhone 17 Pro body, and then he brought it to Nigeria, and then he had to set his own price, right? He had to set his own price. Do you think that is an extortion, or do you think it's just the same thing as the luxury brands out there, the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, and lots more? Or do you think that VeryDarkMan is right by having to drag him to advertise his own, which is way cheaper, 280,000 naira? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. And what do you think? Do you really think that this is really going to affect the sales of the iPhone 17 Pro? I mean, the real ones. And do you think it's something that maybe Apple might want to react? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.